My grandpops was a man of respect, had to sweat just to cash checks, working from sunrise to set. Every day get challenged, no trades or talents. Barely scraped by, he found faith to balance a straight line and pace, feeling worn and gray. Poor with 4 seeds, one more on the way. It was hard days indeed, all work and no play. He made sure things on the surface were okay, but something disturbing within his mind was lurking. A slight twilight breeze would ease in through the curtains at night. It's like the sermon of a twisted apparition was urging him to listen to the train in the distance. At first it wasn't intense, just one little instant. Sure, it didn't occur, he turned to resist it, as if it wasn't much more than just a figment of his imagination. But for days it was persistent, and it went, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. And it got louder, follow me, follow me, I have something to show you. With time, people noticed he was acting berserk. Granny got a call saying he was absent from work, and that was the first. She ran to the pastor at church to ask him what was up with this disastrous curse. But bad with the worst, he came back 3 days after. No money in his wallet and his shirt on backwards. Stumbling, walked awkward. He called out for his daughter right before he split. The last lesson he taught her was this: if you ever have a son, let him know that his granddad loved him. But by the time that he's grown, be sure the seed is sown deep down into his dome. Don't ever walk to the train tracks alone. With that, he backed up, reached out for his jacket, told her not to act up, and cracked up laughing. After all that happened, he left never to be seen. 15 years later, it's when my mother had me. Her dad lived a life people can't understand. Went from a family man to rambling man, a gambling man that burned both ends of the candle. Folded his hand in, it was too hot to handle.
Sitting on the tracks, waiting for the night train, looking down the road, ain't never gonna go back. Listen for the whistle through the wind and rain. Now who's gonna ride the devil's chain tonight? Sitting on the tracks, waiting for the night train, looking down the road, ain't never gonna go back. Listen for the whistle through the wind and rain. Now who's gonna ride the devil's chain tonight?
When I was a top, my mom's dropped fables and stories to warn me of the dangers that were laying before me. To keep it interesting, she would hide the lesson, to guide my direction, provide the right message. In time, I developed a sense of her embellishments, hence I was rebellious against what she was telling me. When I was a teen, I pretended that my demons were friends. I defended the place, yo, and that was the case. Slurred speech dripping off of my face. The world creeped as I slipped to the awfulest place you could imagine. Not the average things you see on acid. My granddad bloody hovering on a speaker cabinet, laughing in a raspy tone, covered in maggots. A snack on his mask to the bone, I couldn't grasp it. Did it double dismount off of the couch, flipped out, broke the closest window I found, then I dipped out. Suddenly, I discovered little voices mumbling up in my head. It had me wondering, what was it my mother said back when I was younger? It had my brain racked as I stumbled off of the night towards the train tracks.
Sitting on the tracks, waiting for the night train, looking down the road, ain't never gonna go back. Listen for the whistle through the wind and rain. Now who's gonna ride the devil's chain tonight? Sitting on the tracks, waiting for the night train, looking down the road, ain't never gonna go back. Listen for the whistle through the wind and rain. Now who's gonna ride the devil's chain tonight?
So there I was, stalking through the dark with the buzz. I figured I should walk, that'll ease me off of these drugs. It's like a shark had to keep moving, instead of be ruined. If I sat still, I was doomed, and that wasn't doing. So I marched through the park, slow gone like Donnie Darko. The sparkle of the starlight glowed like charcoal. Despite my demeanor, the night seemed more serene than a morphine fiend in the morgue. It seemed like I'd lost it. That was when my grandpa's carcass emerged from the dark, gurgling his words of carnage, but he couldn't talk. Something about the birth of sadness. I scurried off, I was on the verge of madness. I raced fast paced and the landscape was strange, like a plane parallel to this one, but rearranged. Came to a slope that was steep, begging for sleep as I climbed up, taking my focus off of the creeps. Within the foggy distance, I saw a silhouette that got bigger as I stepped. The train tracks were wet. I saw a shiny grin from afar like it was happy. This is what he said as he started to walk past.
It's a nice night for a walk. Would you mind if I joined you?
Do what you wanna do.
Well, that's great, cause I'm going to. And not to annoy you, but see, I really have to ask what a young dude like you's doing out by the tracks. You waiting on a train?
Nah, man, let me explain.
Alright.
I'm minding my business, so maybe you should do the same. I just been a witness to something sick and sadistic, so twistedly disgusting. You should feel real lucky you missed it.
Ooh, easy with the tongue, son. Try to listen carefully. What you seen scary, but nothing when compared to me. I could show you things to paint all your dreams wanted. I can make you scream if I wanted. Or I can be the bee in your bonnet, your best friend forever. Two peas in a pot flocking like birds of a feather. And you never have a need to beg, work, or steal. If all this sounds worth worth it, then let's make a deal. All you want in life for the price of your soul. All the money you can fold, power that you can hold, I'll put you in control. Only if you're down to roll down these train tracks tonight.
But where are we gonna go?
Sitting on the tracks waiting for the night train, looking down the road, ain't never gonna go back. Listen for the whistle through the wind and rain now. Who's gonna ride the devil's train tonight? Sitting on the tracks waiting for the night train, looking down the road, ain't never gonna go back. Listen for the whistle through the wind and rain now. Who's gonna ride the devil's train tonight?
One in line. When I'm necromancing, everyone's dancing. No one can stop me, I dare you to try. The dead are infused with sensational groove, and they're coming for you now, there's nowhere to hide. Yeah, I'm raising the dead, I'm loving the dread. Let's make some evil. This my cadavers try to gather in the streets of people seeing my disease advance. The rhythm and dance.
does it go? Where does it go?
I'm just pretending I never loved you. I'll never love no one but myself. It's just a game I like to play. Now the curtain must close on this cruel charade. I never loved you, I'll never care. You never knew, I am aware. I did it all for you, for me, the man you dreamed to meet. I'd be saying words that you'd like to hear, singing songs I never knew before. It's just a pose, it's just a show. It was a ruse. You ought to know that I never, you know I never ever loved you. You know I never ever loved you.
Super rad, comes to sneak a peek. Politicians say that rhyme ain't one of ours. If we don't find a savior from this crap beneath the streets, there'll be nobody left to save. We'll all be on its feast. Super rat comes to sneak a peek. Super rat comes to eat me in my sleep. Super rat won't give it a second thought. Super rat, his brain is made of slime.
Mine.
Piché, un juste si touché.
もバルパーバルパーバルパーバルパーバルパーバルパーラワインフェバルパーバルパーバルパーバルパーバルパーバルパーマモバルパーバルパーいたこいたこあちゅせやトワインフェバルパーバルパーいたこあちゅせマクボンIch lä ju så säljer La bono ju continu min lä I nono la moti pisce Anci sto si tu se Mete mo Baru pa baru pa baru pa baru pa baru pa baru pa la Tua invia Baru pa baru pa baru pa baru pa baru pa baru pa mamo Ya ya Inna no amote sia Ya ya Baru pa ya ya baru pa baru pa baru pa baru pa mamo Ya ya Inna no amote sia Ya ya Baru pa ya ya baru pa baru pa baru pa baru pa mamo Ya ya Inna no amote sia Ya 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 Inna no amote sia
Days seem sometimes as if they'll never end. Sun digs its heels to taunt you, but after sunlit days, one thing stays the same: rises the moon. Days fade into a watercolor blur. Swim and haunt you, but look into the lake, shimmering like smoke, rises the moon. Oh, close your weary eyes. I promise you that soon the autumn comes to darken fading summer skies. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Days pull you down just like a sinking ship. Floating is getting harder, but tread the water, child, and know that meanwhile rises the moon. Days pull you up just like a daffodil, uprooted from its garden. They'll tell you what you owe, but no, even so, rises the moon. You'll be visited by sleep. I promise you that soon the autumn comes to steal away stream you keep. Breathe, breathe, breathe.
your ears to the grinding gears.
Come with me, I'll show you how to be a metal man. When the gears are turning and the fires are burning, when the world ticks around, your voice is talking all the time, and you live for sleep, you never slept because you cannot sleep. O'Connor Walter was shocked when he learned from the Nile copper African elephants are turning hostile. So he built these wonderful automaton boats and a very big steam-powered G-Rap with smoke. Now the war is past and over, we'll have to sit and wonder what is life and what is real, and why do living things need feeling?
1, 2, 3.
La 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 la. To try pumping lead through your veins, or how the heart's so wet and cold it starts rusting. When the world ticks around, your voice is talking all the time. You live for feelings you never felt because you cannot feel. What is this leaking effect in my eye? Does the oil that is dripping mean this is a crime? Will I ever be sober with feelings to hide, or am I just a boiler with nothing inside? I want all today, don't want to hear you say you can't do this, you can't do that. You're not a living thing with feeling.
1, 2, 3.
Steam-powered G-Rap with smokes.
In old Venezia, I made my trade, selling the marionettes in my ramshackle bed. On that hallowed night when I lost my eye, all I remember was the gleam of the night. I vanished with no traces. I got friends in low places. I wasn't Mr. North, my body never found, but I made new friends here underground. I was chosen for a second chance at life. I am the watcher now, I watch for all of time. Face off with the faces. I got friends in low places. Oh, just another one in a long line of no ones. One of many faces. With my friends in low places. With no traces. I got friends in low places. Yeah, just another one in a long line of no ones. Please over the faces. With my friends in low places.
You know how it goes, stories been told again and again. A love pure and light makes stars align. Well, that's not the case here. You know how a boy can love his own toy, love his best friend. But this love was more, and all it was for was to feed the darkness.
You know how it seems, alive in your dreams, but dead to the world. But this love was more, and all it was for was to feed the darkness.
Look at those young, sweet eyes. Now they're all mine. Sense all the love he feels. This meal will be sublime. When it all stops, when love turns to dust, boy turns to man. He will not forget, will not forgive. He will come again.
longing for my throat.
If my brain turns too much, if the shit hits the fan, will you be my friends? 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 Will you be my friend? Sarah.
Wait a second, fam. You're probably thinking, what's going on? What's going on? Something like this. Wait a second, fam. What's going on? Something like this.